Hey, it is Joseph Clough here. I hope you're doing wonderful. And of course, I know you might not be, okay? So I understand that there's a lot of fear and worry around at the moment. And in this episode, I would love to be able to speak to you to get more ease in your mind and body. Now, there's a thing that we must be totally aware of. Your mind-body connection and what you're thinking on the inner world will have an effect on your physical world, like your body, your neurology. And we also know that fear and stress has a big impact on that. And where does that fear and stress come from? It's our thoughts. Where do those thoughts come from? Well, what we're absorbing into the mind by what we're viewing, witnessing, and experiencing on a day-to-day basis. So what I wanted to do today is get some clarity, get some insight, get some ease in the mind and body, and hopefully support you through any stressful time that you're going through. So I don't know how long this episode is going to be on for. It might be just a very short one. But whatever happens, here's what I've decided to do anyway. So whether you're listening to this on the podcast or you're listening this to my free hypnosis app, what I've done right now is there's like 4 tracks I was thinking which could really help you. Now, one is the perfect health, one is around health anxiety, one is anxiety as a track, and also the heal your body track. Now, what I've done is I've reduced the price to the lowest can actually go. So if you're on Apple, I believe it's 97 cents. On Android, I believe it's 99 cents in US dollars. Of course, if you're seeing the app, you will notice that it'll be a different currency if you're in a different country, but I've reduced it to the bare minimum on the app. So number one, if you do want to get some ease when it comes to like the hypnosis, we've got the perfect health, the health anxiety, the overcome anxiety and heal your body. And I put it down to the lowest that I can. I mean, Android and Apple still take 30 or so percent, or more than that, I think maybe, but at least 30% off each one of those. But it's as low as I possibly can go. So it's going to be really at cost, I think, for me on like the server and everything. But I wanted to be able to get out to you. So download the app, go to the hypnosis section and go to perfect health, health anxiety, anxiety and heal your body. And I've also made the app, the unlock all feature, I just put that down to that 50% off as well. So whatever you see it is right now, that is with the 50% off. And that means you can download all the hypnosis tracks on the paid section, but also the custom ones. So that might be a good one. So you can choose different topics. If you're struggling with focus, you can get a focus one, and things like that. So hopefully that kind of helps. Hopefully that does something for you. If you do want to take advantage of it, it's definitely going to get more ease in your mind. Whether you go for a 97 cents or 99 cents one, or just unlock them all, that means you get unlimited, no recurring fees, just a one-time payment, and that should be in US dollars around $15, okay? But it'll be varying in your currency. It might be more or less when you put it over to that in terms of pounds and euros and things. So if you want to unlock all on the iPhone app, all you do, you either see the banner there, unless you've dismissed it, you go to the bottom right hand corner of the About tab, then the top right options, and then unlock all. That means you unlock the whole app and one-time investment, and then with Android is pretty self-explanatory as well, I think. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about some other things, because the same kind of subject of inappropriate and appropriate when it comes to the emotions that we feel. Like right now, we're being inundated with so many opinions. Have you noticed that your friend will say something, another friend will say something, they'll screenshot something, they'll forward something, they'll just really have this weird, all these different opinions. And this is where social media really can be very painful and very destructive. So I want you to distance yourself in a way. Yeah, you still go on Facebook and things, but ask yourself this question. When you ever hear or see this set of news out there, I always ask myself, well, who am I listening to? Am I listening to my well-intentioned friend but doesn't know the real truth? Am I listening to the media, which is their job to heighten your state, and fear has been a heightened state to actually cause people to buy things? And we see it right now if you go to a store, like toilet paper. I mean, look, we've been experiencing all this stuff in the media and social media, and it causes us to go in the buying state. Now, it does not mean we should not have precautions or have anticipation, but if we're doing it through fear, worry, anxiety, you're physically stressing your body, and that is not good. Like, if you want to really protect your body from any external means, the best thing to do is have the healthiest body that we can have. And a healthy body comes from a healthy mind. So ask yourself that simple question: who am I listening to? Am I listening to the media? Am I listening to my friend, the school person I used to know from 15 years ago? Am I listening to the neighbor? And whether they're right or wrong, just ask that question. Maybe that friend is in the know, but then you just pay attention to that and not all the other things. So really ask that question: who am I listening to, and what are the agendas or the intentions of that person? Because we know the media is it's there to sell things, right? That's a given. And we know with our friends, sometimes maybe they buy into a lot of drama, or they like that kind of doom and gloom aspect. Some people can be addicted to those negative thoughts, and I don't want you to be. I want you to really pay attention. I want you to really pay attention to the right people. And even me, right? Like, should you listen to Joseph here? Like, I am absolutely not in the know about any of this stuff. So I'm only choosing to engage in what I think could be true and what is good for my thoughts and my feelings. And I don't have fear. And I have anticipation. See, there's a difference between anxiety and anticipation. If you had like an athlete who is super anxious, very, very good, but super anxious, they will crumble. They won't take the right shot, or they'll do it at the wrong time. And that's not going to work in an anxious mind, even with the best athlete. The best athlete, you can actually have someone who's less as good, if that makes sense. But with someone with the right anticipation, without anxiety, in other words, just being conscious and aware of what's happening, being a conscious person, could actually be better than the other athlete, which has more talent, because that other athlete has anxiety. So really ask yourself, like, who am I listening to? What are the intentions there? And is it of value to me? Am I taking this on in like a sponge? Am I just absorbing it? Or can I choose what I take on? Can I cultivate that information? Can I just, and as simply as, can I just be aware of this information? Let me be conscious of this. What are the intentions? And like I said, you might be going, well, should I listen to Joseph Clough? I don't know. That's up to you to decide, right? But I ask that question, not necessarily to myself, but I always say, who am I listening to? Am I in a place of willingness to learn? Because if I'm in a state of fear, what is my ability to learn? What is my ability to be resourceful? It's not. We make quick, fast decisions without all the knowledge. So fear will either make us flight, it might make us fight, and also it can make us freeze. So not the best set of resourceful states to be in. So just being conscious will be able to, by asking that question, who am I listening to? What are the intentions? What are the agendas? Will allow me to have some space to cultivate that information. Don't absorb it on, all fully in your mind and body. Look, just make that declaration, get your unconscious mind, state it. Look, I'm not going to take on all this information. The other thing I want you to be aware of is keeping yourself in that healthy state. Look for the helpers. You remember Mr. Rogers? That's what we say in times, or I think his mother said, in times of uncertainty, when things are going wrong in the world, look for the helpers. Look for the good things that are being done, because we can easily get stuck into that bad negative news of social media posters where people are going crazy, stealing things. Yeah, we can put our mind there, but look for the helper. What's that going to do? It's going to give you hope. It's going to go, look, it's not all bad, because in fact, we're living the safest time that has ever existed on the planet of humanity. It is true. We are living in the safest time ever. But if we get our attention to the negative, we're not going to really help. So let's not only ask, who am I listening to, but let's look for counterexamples which shows trust, which shows truth, which shows love for one another. Because when you start to look for those things, you're going to feel more gratitude. When you feel more gratitude, you have more ease in the body. And when you have more ease in the body, you don't have the disorder of the body or the dis-ease of the body, right? We're having more ease, wholeness, beingness, even in times of stress. You can train up your mind to be resourceful, prepared, yet still certain in your life, in your actions, in your decisions that you make, operating from that logic and that heart. So let's really think about that. Who is out there in the world who's trying to do something good? Look for those helpers. Maybe you even be one of those helpers. Wouldn't that be nice to be a part of the solution and not the problem? Even if it means not buying into everything and being the example of a cool, calm, relaxed person who is still prepared in the experience of life. Because that will allow you to feel strong. That will allow you to have a level of self-certainty that allows you to feel good in your mind and your body. In a nice mind and body, we're going to operate that much more efficiently. So if there are stressful times externally, our mind and body is in the best, well-prepared mindset and physical aspects of us to be able to deal with it. The other thing I want you to know is that, look, let's go ahead and build something here. Let's create something. Let's create the belief that we're more than our experience. We're more in who we are. You see, once you have something bigger within you, like a goal in mind, a dream in mind, it gives you momentum. I've noticed that those who are successful have two experiences. The first experience is for themselves to ease something, to get something. But then when they really become successful, it's because they buy into a greater mission than themselves. They want to share it with the world. They want to cultivate and create freedom of some sort. There's like two journeys. And there's many books on that, about the hero's journey, for example. And really, the hero goes through two journeys. One is their wake-up call, but then his wake-up call for something bigger and better. Is a different journey to go on. So if we're in times of stress, let's double down on ourselves. And let's also double down on something bigger than ourselves. And I don't necessarily mean like religions or spirituality or any form of faith. It could be. But even for something bigger than yourself, as in a goal, a dream. A mindset that allows you to go, look, I'm heading for this goal and dream. That changes your focus. You see, now we're also listening or we're asking, who am I listening to? We're really noticing, look, the helpers out there, but also what is that momentum, that big goal and dream that I'm ready to play out. I'm ready to start living and loving myself and life, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. That gives you a different change of focus. When you start to focus on different things, you'll see more of the similar thing. What do I mean by that? Well, it's the reticular activating system. If you go ahead and decide buying that new car, you'll see that car everywhere. Same make and model. It was always there, but now your attention, your desire for that car gets your brain, your unconscious mind to seek out that car. So if we're seeking out the helpers, we're really being conscious. And now we're going into this bigger and better version of ourselves, like that big dream of knowing that I'm worthy, deserving, and good enough to be able to create that business, to be able to get that promotion, to be able to have that relationship, like really go all out on something big and great. Your unconscious mind's going to tune into those things. Whatever you desire, desires you too. We just got to tune into it. But more often than not, we're tuning into that fear propaganda, the stresses and the strains of negativity, whether it be social or news. We're tuning into that channel in our thoughts, and we need to tune it into something else. We need to tune it into the gratitude and also the momentum. Gratitude for what you have right here. Gratitude for all the good and great things coming your way. But also to take that action on something which is bigger and better than you can ever imagine, something which is more meaningful to you, something which will allow you to truly live a great life, to have purpose, to have passion, to be in your passion, to be in purpose. You see, deep within you, you have everything you need. And remember, the person with the most flexibility, not just through body, but in the mind, will control and adapt to the situation. So we've got to be in that behavioral flexibility, the behavioral flexibility in our thoughts and our feelings. And all the things I've said so far will cause you to have more resilience and therefore more flexibility. This is all within you. We don't need other things, external things, to make us feel safe and secure, to feel certain or to feel like we're valued. We seek it a lot of the time. We want that external validation. But that internal validation is super, super important, that we just have that self-certainty, that self-value to go, look, I'm worth more. I'm ready for more. I want greatness in my life. I'm ready to decide and to let go of the fears and the worries which have been holding me back. I'm ready to let it go. I'm ready to tune into something bigger and greater than myself, in the goals that I want, in the service that I can be of others. Like I said, it doesn't depend on faith. This is on you. And when we start to go on the inside and listen to more to your internal voice and tune out a lot of the noise, you'll be able to think clearly. You'll be able to feel more ease. Also, make sure that you're putting yourself in healthy environments. Are you going to be listening to the doom and gloomers? Or are you actually going to surround yourself with people who love and support you, who are still positive and who are looking for their learnings, looking for the greatness, looking for the helpers? Really make sure you surround yourself as much as possible. I know we can't let go of everyone in our life, okay? But if you do have that person who is a doom and gloomer, and just like negative all the time, and you feel like it's affecting you and you can't not talk to them, really fill up your environment with other people which will counteract that, which will give you more balance, allow you to thrive more. As I said, no matter where you are right now, you're loved, you're worthy, you're deserving. I believe in you. I want to self-validate you to know that you've got what it takes to go through stressful situations, even in times of turmoil, even in times of uncertainty. When we're uncertain in our environment, it's time to double down on the self-certainty within. This is all about you, where you want to generate as much peace, as much self-wholeness, fulfillment, contentment, on the belief and the faith within yourself and even humanity, to have that extra faith there, because it's going to get you more ease in your physical body. Stress breaks the chain of good health. We don't want to be vulnerable to external things. We want to be totally strong. We want the infrastructure within our body, the real foundations within us. So look after yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Know that what you see in other people can be a reflection of yourself. So if we don't like what we're seeing, let's change that on the inside. Let's create a different reflection. Let's be an example of what can be done. And once again, look, I've lowered the perfect health, the health anxiety, and the anxiety, and heal your body, and also unlock the whole app as well. So we've got the individual ones for just like the lowest I can go with the app platforms, because they sell it on our behalf, so they require their big cut, and also the unlock all as well. And the other thing, look, let's just say, look, Joseph, I have zero money to spend right now. Zero money to spend. Well, here's what I want you to do. On episode 390 and 391, there's an episode called World Events Hypnosis. The episode 390 is the day version of the hypnosis session, and episode 391 is the nighttime one. That's going to really help you, okay? Because that was created when all these things were happening around the world again, all the way back then. But it's going to be applicable right now. It's going to give you more resources and more clarity and more peace in the system. So once again, look, if you don't want to buy anything from me, I don't care. I just care about you. So if anything, go to episode 390 or 391, and you'll be able to see the first one's a day one, the second one's a sleep one. And of course, look, if you do want to get any of the app stuff, then go for it. But if not, that's no problem. Look, I'm here for you. I'm trying to create something special for us, and we can work as a team. We can do this. So just know you're worthy, deserving enough, and you got what it takes to get through any times of stress. You just got to double down on yourself and really look for those. Who am I listening? Look for the helpers, and really have that certainty in yourself, something bigger than yourself to give you more drive and motivation beyond these times. That really motivates me. So know that you have it all, and I'll speak to you soon on the next episode. With all my love, it's Joseph here, and I'll speak to you soon. All right, many thanks. Bye-bye.